These systems help the surgeon and reduce error rate. In LASIK surgery, we have 95% that have a result within half a diopter. In cataract surgeon, very many excellent surgeons are still around 60 to 65% within this range, so it is slightly lower. And very few surgeons, 2% only, can reach the result in 90% of cases. This is due to a number of variables that we know very well, such as cyclotorsion or cyclorotation during surgery, corneal marking. Multiple calculators are used and they cause confusion, data entry errors, incision location. We think we're on a given axis, but we're not accurate enough, and effective lens power. All these systems can help us reduce all these variables. As you can see, this is one of the first toric lenses I implanted. It is a silicon lens. In order to obtain stability, there were these kind of little feet. It was not easily implanted, but that's the first one that we used at the beginning, our early days. We immediately realized that marking was fundamental. As a matter of fact, marking depends on manual skills. When and how are we going to do it? With a seated patient, with a slit lens, and we developed marking devices that could be used on a seated patient. We used them for a while with considerable benefits. But there are problems here. Marking doesn't last long. If you have a problem with a previous patient, then you run the risk of losing your marking on the next patient. So the marking itself has some limitation. We need to overcome these obstacles in order to reach that 90%. Using a ring like this, showing this is your incision 180 degrees, that helps us a lot. In fact, at the end of surgery, the markings were not perfectly located in the center of the cornea, whereas now we can rely on a system which is perfectly at the center, the geometrical center of the cornea. So we're gradually overcoming problems. There's an even more interesting innovation. We can even check our results after some time. I have my IOL in place, and after a month I want to check the position. I take my patient into the OR again. I enter the name of the patient into my computer, and I get the original implant position and the current position. So I can, in this way, discover and identify inaccuracies in refraction. When using your computer, you have an overlay of another. It's a different color, and that helps the surgeons a lot. I now use the technique for all kinds of surgery, such as for positioning and a toric ICL to correct high myopia and astigmatism. The advantages of this technology are the following. We save time, we save money, we have a learning curve. We need to have enough space in the office for the machine. So you need to consider all this, and that's the price we have to pay for improving our results. We place our incision here. This is the paracentesis. The rex is performed by following the overlapped image. So we can customize our approach, and the lens can be positioned very accurately. No surprises. Is that all? Preparation intraoperative session? No, the best is yet to come in the postoperative period. Using these instruments, we can check our results, identify the even minor mistakes. This is a patient where we corrected 2.71 astigmatism, so it was cataract plus astigmatism. Data had been correctly collected. A lens is identified to correct astigmatism and leave 1.5 of myopia. We reconstruct the same image postoperatively, make our calculations. I can already tell you the astigmatism obtained with the incision, the result obtained by the patient, and I can understand whether surgery was performed correctly. We can see post-op refraction, induced astigmatism, and so on and so forth. Another case, again, cataract and astigmatism, starting surgery on an alarm because we need to perform calculations very carefully. We proceed, perform surgery. In the post-operative people, we can check data again. So we have 0.75. So what happens? I had 3 levels of control. Was the induced astigmatism the one I wanted? I calculate that with the machine. Is keratometry correct? The machine says yes. There was a warning. Is it the correct IOL axis? I can perform all my checks, comparing keratometry and other machines, and going back to the film and the still image showing where I placed the lens, and I try to understand what happened. In this case, keratometry was not correct. We have a refractive problem, and I know why that happened. Case 3, cataract, high astigmatism. You can see in 2015, cataract developed 2 natural lines and 3 to 4/10 with a -6. So we need to develop a lens that can correct astigmatism. So we know there's an irregular component. The machine is not able to calculate astigmatism and the K, but the eye image is retained. We have scleral vessels, the iris, and the limbus. Case can be taken using the tomography. The astigmatism axis comes from the tomograph, and I enter all this data into my computer. This is refraction minus 0.10 minus 1.50. If I implant the storic lens with a 6 diopter correction, I perform surgery. So in this case, we need to establish the implant axis. If that is wrong, together with other variables, keratometry, astigmative measurement, a correction will not be accurate. But this parameter is in fact very important and useful. I need to check post-op keratometry, and everything was fine. You can see the final result obtained January 2016. So good results. Of course, there were many irregular components. So digital systems can help us a lot in our surgery. can help us improve our accuracy. And also in selecting our lenses, companies provide reference values that can be customized by entering data. You can have customized solutions for each and every patient. So this is the way to go to reach 90 to 100% of cases within the 0.50 range. As a final result, let me conclude by telling you that all these issues will be discussed in Rimini at the 20th iChair conference from March 11 to 11th. It will be robotic cataract surgery. It's not actually robots, but it's machines that can help us perform surgery in the best possible way.